There comes a moment in life when you begin to see that the hostility coming your way often says more about others than about you. You may question why a friend drifts away, why a coworker subtly competes with you, or why someone who once admired you suddenly grows cold. At first, you assume you've made a mistake, that something in you caused the shift. But the truth lies deeper. People seldom view you as you truly are. They see a reflection of the parts of themselves they've long tried to bury. Every person carries a hidden side, a vault of denied fears, jealousy, guilt, and desire. Most people suppress it, pretending it doesn't exist, yet the shadow never fades. It waits quietly until someone unknowingly awakens it, and often that someone is you. Your strength might highlight their weakness. Your peace may remind them of their chaos. They don't despise you for who you are. They resent what you make them confront. You become the mirror they wish they could break, believing that if you disappear, the reflection will vanish too. Once you see this truth, everything shifts. You stop taking hatred as something personal. You realize they're not fighting you. They're battling their own reflection. Their gossip, criticism, or distance often springs from pain they haven't healed. The one who mocks kindness secretly craves it. The one who scorns confidence hides deep insecurity. The one who fears freedom is chained to dependence. People reject in others what they cannot accept in themselves. But the shadow isn't just in them. It's in you as well. Just as your presence awakens others' discomfort, theirs can stir something uneasy within you. The people who annoy you, the habits you condemn, the traits you ridicule, they may all reveal neglected aspects of your own nature. To see that truth without denial is the first step toward inner peace. Acknowledging your darkness isn't weakness, it's strength. Only by embracing your shadow can you live in harmony with yourself and others. Living authentically also brings its own challenges. To be real is to drop the mask, to act in line with your deepest truth. But authenticity threatens those who live behind illusions. Your honesty exposes their pretense. Your freedom highlights their fear. You don't need to say anything. Your mere presence becomes a silent confrontation. Many would rather reject you than question the false identities they've built. That's why authenticity often feels lonely. You may wonder why people withdraw or turn distant, but it's rarely about blame. It's about disruption. Your truth shakes the illusion of safety they cling to. Families, workplaces, and societies are often built on quiet agreements, silence, conformity, and shared denial. The moment you refuse to play along, you become a threat to the illusion. But remember this, what they resist in you is what they secretly long for. Beneath their resentment hides admiration, the painful awareness of a freedom they once abandoned. Authenticity doesn't promise praise, it often brings misunderstanding. But it delivers something far greater – liberation. You no longer bend yourself to please others or silence your voice to maintain peace. You become whole, and while this wholeness might unsettle some, it silently inspires others in ways they can't yet express. Human connections are rarely simple. Beneath every interaction lies a subtle struggle for power, approval, and control. When someone's attitude shifts, it's often because that invisible balance has changed. The one who thrived on your weakness now resents your strength. The one who relied on your dependence fears your independence. Even healthy boundaries can be mistaken for arrogance, not because you've done wrong, but because you've reclaimed your power. But clarity sets you free. When you realize that hostility often hides fear, you stop minimizing yourself to protect others' illusions. You stop internalizing their resentment as guilt. You understand that it isn't your existence that offends them. It's what your existence reveals. We rarely see people as they truly are. we see fragments of ourselves reflected back. Every relationship is a mirror. What we admire in others shows us the qualities we wish to grow. What we despise reveals what we avoid. When someone turns against you without cause, they aren't rejecting you, but the reflection of their own unhealed self. This mirror effect moves both ways. The arrogance you condemn, the laziness you mock, the deceit you resent, all may point toward parts of your own denied self. Seeing this without judgment is growth. You begin to view criticism as insight, not injury, envy as longing, not hatred, rejection as fear, not failure. You realize that most hostility is misplaced self-loathing disguised as judgment. Envy, more than any other emotion, hides behind silence. It shows up in faint smiles, distant tones, or sudden absence after your success. No one admits envy. They mask it as sarcasm, indifference, or withdrawal. Envy grows strongest among those closest to you because your progress reminds them of the dreams they've neglected. Rather than face that discomfort, they retreat, wrapping their pain in distance. Envy twists perception. Your discipline looks like pride. Your boundaries appear selfish. Your success seems like luck. But these judgments aren't about you. They're confessions hidden behind criticism. The quiet after your victory often speaks louder than applause. Within that silence lies the truth. Your light has touched a wound they're not ready to face. So, don't shrink yourself. Don't dim your light to make others comfortable. Hatred, envy, and projection are all signs of avoidance, echoes of the same truth. People react not to who you are, but to what you stir within them. When you truly understand this, you rise above reaction. You stay calm in the storm, compassionate yet detached. Because now you know, every attack, every silence, every distortion is just the shadow struggling to be seen.